Welcome to Gen Sense, where I, Jen, try to make sense of the shenanigans around me. Sometimes I'm joined by a guest, but most times it's just me trying to make sense of this very wild world. Yeah, so let's have a good time, guys. It's gonna be worth it. Thank you. Today's shenanigans? Medical things. I will say that listener discretion is advised, because we'll be talking about medical things, and sometimes medical things are really gross. That being said, I didn't put a disclaimer there. It's that disclaimer in front of my surgery video, but that's okay. So I'll give you a little backstory. At one point, I wanted to join the medical field. I thought I was going to do physical therapy. Then I switched to radiology, and then I switched to ultrasound, and none of those really worked out for me because I'm squeamish AF. Woo-wee, I don't like the blood and the guts and the gore. Not real people's anyway. So that just didn't work out for me. I do find the human body fascinating and the human mind insanely scary. Some of the ways that people justify what they do to other people, things, animals, all that stuff is just really insane to me. Jeffrey Dahmer, he's really popular right now, and it's like, wait, y'all didn't know about that serial killer that would eat people? Or Eddie Gaines, another serial killer who would also eat people, and John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown dude. There's a lot of serial killers. I actually listened to this one podcast. This guy's name is Simon Whistler, and he does a bunch of podcasting. Anyways, I believe that human bodies, the human bodily fluid belongs to that person and that person only, and it should not be involved with other people. Yes, I know there are certain times and places, but for the most part, I need you to keep your stuff away from me, and I'll keep my stuff away from you. That's how I feel about the whole thing. As I went into physical therapy, I was like, oh, this is great, except for the fact that, you're still dealing with wounded people, and my face kind of gives me away. I'm just like, wow, that is pretty intense. How did you manage to break your arm in 6 places? And I have to look at the mangled mess and try to make you work it. It just didn't work out for me. And then with radiology, same thing. You broke your arm in 6 different places, and I have to look at your bones and more parts than they need to be. No, couldn't do that. I was like, saw my first real x-ray, and I was like, nope. My skin was crawling. I wanted to puke. It was just terrible. And then ultrasound, it's there's so much to it, but at the same time, you still gotta go in there and it's a whole mess, and I just don't like messes. Also, I don't even know, it's just keep your fluids to yourself, and I just really don't I'm not for it, unfortunately. I will help you. I will do what I have to, unless it's throw up. But otherwise, I'll try, but chances are nothing's gonna I'm kidding. I'm very gung-ho about helping people. Also, all those professions, you cause the person pain, and I'm not really about causing other people pain. I'm a pods. I'm sure there's a meme that fits that. But again, time and a place, and I don't want to be pressing into your wound while it's broken. Your arm is broken, your leg is broken, and I'm just like, yeah, does that hurt? No, crap, it hurts. I don't like putting pain on other people, so I was just like, nah, not for me. I'm gonna just passing. Let's see. Puke is a terrible experience when you upchuck, and I'm sure there's another word. I'm sure I'll think of it. And the smell, the taste, the texture of it, 0 out of 10, I would not recommend. I know the body does it because it has to, but no. I can tell you the last time I threw it up, and that was thrown up, not throw up. And it's been a while because I won't. Like, if that's happening, like, things are hitting the fan. And it's not throw up. Let me stop. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, no. I have an intense fear of puke. I'm sure there's a phobia that I did not look up for this episode because that would be like planning. And who plans? Not I. Anyways, I have a fear of throw up because my mom was pregnant with Sarah and she just could not hold anything down. And I was, yeah, just the flashbacks. I can't even go into it. So yeah. What did I write? I wrote. I can read, guys. I can also speak. Can you tell? I mean, I made a whole podcast about it. I feel like we have so much to learn. There you go. I can read my handwriting. So much to learn and ways to innovate in the medical field. That's not a really good sentence, but that's what I wrote. And I think it's true. I think there are millions of ways that we can make the medical field better. I just probably won't be a part of it because, again, bodily fluids belong to you and you only, and do not share them with me. I don't want them. But I think it'd be cool. Like nanotech, wouldn't that be awesome? Like you just have little tiny robot things fixing you all the time. But that also causes the need for hackers. And like, let me tell you, cybersecurity is like not great right now. So you could get hacked. Like, could you imagine like the meme you're rickrolled because somebody hacked into your brain, or they hacked into, yeah, no, it's like the cost of it and like the efficiency of it in this world right now probably would not work out for us, which is a real shame because, again, how cool would it be you accidentally cut yourself and boom, you're healed because little robots did their things. Be really cool. That is to say, though, I am very grateful that I live in this time period when it comes to medical stuff, even though it's still, well, it's not primitive, but it's definitely, you know, coming up into better, bigger and better things, because as a peasant in the world before, I would probably just go ahead and, well, dang, you can't talk about that. I would not make it very far because if something broke and they put it the wrong way, I would be upset and not want to be bothered. Yeah, that sounds like a good way to put that. Yeah. So, whew, yeah, no, like the plagues and the things and the, people didn't believe in taking baths, and I just would not want that for myself, so yeah, I'm pretty grateful. Oh, look, I actually wrote a question for this episode. Would you handle the medicines of a bygone era? Would you be willing to, do bloodletting or the humors or any of that fun stuff? Like the history nerd in me is showing out. But would you be willing to put up with that stuff? The bloodletting, the hysteria? Oh man, but the hysteria part, that actually looks pretty fun. I mean, for women, but like not really because it was terrible. But like, you know, go to the doctor because you ain't feeling great, and they're like, bro, we got you, and I'm just like, or they give you a bunch of drugs and you're like, yep, I don't feel bad anymore at all because you're stoned out of your mind on probably opium or something. So yeah, again, I'm very glad that I live in this era of the medical thing. You know, being in the future probably would be better, but then I've been watching a lot of Warhammer things and maybe not. But who knows? We won't know. But it would be very interesting. It would be interesting for like people to like be able to communicate better if they have autism or if they're nonverbal. I know we have systems in place, but like, you know, some people just don't take to it. Rachel. Or like, you know, helping people walk again and all that other stuff that I have no idea what I'm really talking about because I only took anatomy and physiology 1 and 2 in college, and that's been a while. But I digress. Medical stuff, keep your body fluids to yourself, people. It saves you in the long run, probably. I mean, unless you need to. Again, time and a place. Yeah. This episode was actually about throw up, but I figured I'd talk about medical stuff instead. Because when I wrote this terrible script, I was dealing with somebody throwing up, and I was just like, oh, and here I go too. But I didn't. I was strong. I don't know. Guys, y'all have a great day. It'll be alright. Y'all have, I said that. And then I have an outro, so I'm just gonna stop talking like right now. And here
Thank you for joining me on Gen Sense. I hope you had a wonderful time while I, Jen, went over those shenanigans. I hope you have a wonderful time, and remember to always be kind.